All right, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Andres with the Bankedoutt Radio Show, and we are on site, on location here with super producer Lil Nate NB. What's up, man?
Man, what's up?
Hey, I'm feeling good. Appreciate you taking the time out to do this interview, man.
No problem.
I like to highlight a lot of the making gems and jewels that we have here in this Middle Georgia area. And like you've been putting in work, man.
Yeah, it keeps me going, keeps me motivated. So,
all right, for everybody out there who doesn't know about super producer Lil Nate NB, give us a background. Why you get started in music? Because everybody, it seems like, wants to jump into the music scene nowadays because it's been so glorified throughout all these different outlets and media and things of that nature. And not just with rappers, whatever, but also production and producing as well. So, what set you on that path? What was that inspiration?
All I know, it started off when I was in high school. We used to have like the netbooks and stuff. I used to stay listening to mixtapes and stuff. I kind of got on DJing first. That was like my first interest. Like I like how they be transitioning one song to another. So I wanted to see, how to do all that.
Yeah.
And, using my netbook, I try to find like some plugins and programs to use. I use like this program called Virtual DJing to transition music and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I guess throughout time I started listening to the music and I started wondering how people make beats. Like, how you do that? And I looked it up online and I got referred to FL Studios.
Yeah, I think everybody started with Fruit Loops.
I ended up getting the program. The moment it came on, I already knew it's gonna take a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So, like, how long have you been doing it, I guess, as far as professionally?
I want to say 2011.
Okay. So, a good little time now. Build up a nice little catalog, and get your name out there. I know one of the top artists here in the area you be working with is Black Male. He's done a lot of, you've done a lot of production for him. I think you did the first 2 albums, right?
No Good, No Glory. I produced the whole tape, and Toya, I just engineered it.
Okay, and that's why I want to get into that too, or whatever, because you're more than just a producer. You do the productions and all that, or whatever, but you also have that engineering ear in that side of you as well.
Yes,
and I don't think a lot of people understand that. Yeah, you can have high production, but if it ain't mixed and mastered right,
people ain't gonna rock with it. They don't care what you say. They don't even care how the beat sound. If it ain't blended right, whatever right is, depending on that person's hearing, then it ain't gonna catch their attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, what are some things that you've learned along the way from either production or mixing and mastering? I guess most people don't realize what it takes to get to that particular talent or to, do that craft.
I feel like with anything, of course, you just gotta have that desire to want to learn as much as you can out of it. So with me, I like sounds. I like how sounds is put together. And even though when I started, I just wanted to learn how to be able to blend sounds at first, because I understand that's like kind of like the basis of it. And once I got the basis out the way, the creative side can kind of come into picture. And, it take a lot of practice. Sometimes you got to be your own critic, because I don't really like the. I be want people to be honest with me. I don't like to just hear, oh, you got that radio playing. Even though I'm grateful for that too, but I always want to like learn something new. And throughout time, I learned it's a lot of terminologies on what a certain setting is. And back then, I couldn't figure out what something was called that I was looking for. But I know once I heard it, I know that's something that I wanted to learn. But I had to learn the titles of the titles of the plugins and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think a lot of people realize, just with that being said, there's so many things. Because even like, going through a Pro Tools recording session or whatever, and trying to find whatever plugins or just trying to, like those certain transitions and making sure everything is smooth. I don't think people realize there's a lot that goes into the actual audio education, and especially recording and mixing and mastering and whatever. And then even with mixing and mastering, you got some people who know how to mix well, but they don't know how to master. And those, those are two different things right there or whatever. My understanding of mastering is that, the whole project has to be on the same EQ. You know what I'm saying? And then, the mixing or whatever the song dictates or however you're trying to get it to come across, for the consumer or whatever, depends on how the mix gonna come. 'Cause, you're very versatile with, you're not just, boom, 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 or, hard hitting sounds or whatever, or just trap music or just, gangster rap, whatever the case may be. You do a whole plethora of things. So what's your, what would you call your specialty as far as like the genre or the style of mixing and producing, or what do you enjoy the most?
What do I enjoy the most? I love neo soul.
Okay.
And jazz, neo soul, R&B type of.
That's what I'm talking about.
That
So
type of feel.
have you had a lot of projects where you've been able to carry that sound?
Coming out with one, I'm trying to think, mail tape. Do we got something in there?
You talking about the Problem Child too, or?
No Good, No Going.
Okay.
That's what I did, the production side and the mixing side.
Okay.
But, yeah, I think with him it was very versatile though. It was like a few bangers and then like a few soft setting. Enjoy the music type of vibe. And my upcoming tapes gonna have a lot of that.
Okay.
So have a lot of.
What all artists have you worked with? Because I know you don't just work with Middle Georgia artists. You work with artists online, across the seas, and all sorts of stuff. So
I worked with a girl from I forgot what state she from, but her name's Flo L on Facebook, Offbeat Flo.
okay,
She's on my tape. She's like a spoken, like she do spoken poetry,
okay,
spoken word.
Yeah.
And I got her on my tape. She's pretty nice.
that's what I'm talking about. I think one time I was talking to you, you said you had done somebody in Texas or something. Was it production or something like that, or?
I had worked with at the time one of Future's artists. He had bought like 4 beats from me. That's like back in 2013. He bought like 4 beats from me for like $300 or $200. I can't remember. It was like a.
Did anything ever come up? Did he release it or anything, or you never heard anything back?
I don't even. I tell them, as soon as you mix the song, at least let me hear how it sounds before you put it out. But he never got the chance to do that. But I mean, I don't know.
Okay, well, let's get into the business side then. Because I love the business side of music. You're a labor owner, on average. That's what I'm talking about. How has it been? Because a lot of artists and producers get caught up in just what they do in their craft and doesn't understand, yes, you are a key role in the entire industry, but you have all these other different parameters or different pieces to the puzzle as well in order to make this complete picture. So now with you being a label owner, you got to look at the bigger picture. So how's that been? And, how is doing business with other artists and producers or just people in general and getting them to understand, this is how things should go, or this is how things are supposed to go. How's that been for you?
I like it because I like to learn, so it's like it's a learning experience. I get to learn a lot about the business side of music, stuff I've never thought I would be doing or had to do to get a certain thing going along. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. I enjoy it. I kind of look at, like you said, I look at the bigger picture of the path. I mean, you gonna learn through life anyway. So I mean, might as well do what you wanna do, what you love, and whatever comes in the process. I mean, It is what it is.
Okay, and I know you working on getting your own studio set up for an average, right? Mm-hmm. How's that process been, or
Good. We got the spacing. We just doing the recording part. As far as like the looks or whatever, that's really the only part that we working on now. But we got the setup and all that ready to go. And I try to get people's attention by showing them my craft more than just the area as of right now, because they'll come look at the area and be like, okay. But then,
yeah, well, people like to misjudge stuff, on aesthetics and all that. And I tell people, I'm like, man, you could have $100 mic inside of a bathroom or whatever. And as long as you got the talent, because to me, the talent and the skill set is what you're paying for. You know what I'm saying? If you got somebody who's very talented and got that skill set, you could be on $1,000 mic, you could be a recorder, or you could be on $100 mic, and they can make the difference.
That's why you got to show them what you did in the past. You got to be able to have something that you can back up, to back your word. It's more than just saying I'm a hot producer. Like, you got to have your beats already ready to, present them. Or her, or your mixes. Yeah. And just shoot, even in the process, like if you want to mix a little bit just to show them, like give you an insight of what I can do or what they expect, and I'll do that too. Okay. I like, I try to build that type of relationship with people versus just kind of looking at it just on the money side. Like
So how important do you think it is relationship building? Because I think nowadays, people are so caught up with instant gratification and just trying to get that buck or whatever that they don't realize that, relationships that you build can be fruitful or multiply for years to come. So you seem like a person who really into building relationships and maintaining them.
I'm a biblical person. It's more in life than just money. Like, you need it to do things, but how I look at it, we all kind of need each other in order to keep going. I need, in order for me to make money, I don't want to look at them as customers, but even though they're there in the process, I still need to build that relationship so they can be able to, so we can have like a
network, infrastructure,
trust, and, because I can, even in the midst of what you paying me, I can still put you on game, give you some free game about some stuff. Yeah. And, then you'll end up getting more than what you pay for.
Do you think we have too much of a dog-eat-dog world or whatever right now?
Yeah. But I still feel like it's enough for everybody out there. Folks just need to know, they just need to find their lane and stop trying to eat off of somebody else's. Like, whatever that person got going on, let them have that. Like, you can develop your own course and eat off of that too.
So where do you think that, I guess that fear comes from or whatever? Are we not teaching each other or showing each other that we can support one another? Because, like, we support each other. We do things together outside of music or whatever. Everybody sees how I incorporate stuff. I bring people into every facet of my life, and no matter what I got going on, I always try to incorporate everything, even with all my different businesses. Hell, I incorporate my council business with my podcast, with radio station, birthday celebration, all that, whatever it is. Where do you think that stems from? Is it that we're not showing that to one another enough, or are we listening to media or outside influences too much?
I feel like some of it comes from, I don't even want to say lack of understanding. I feel like some of that comes from lack of wanting to understand. It's a lot of laziness. Yeah. The information out there. People don't, they either don't want to pay for stuff. Some stuff be free, but still don't want to,
go and
utilize
research it.
So, I feel like it comes from that, and I want to say egos. Yeah. A lot of people, they got this mindset of wanting to be better than the next person. But it's not even the goal. Like, it's enough out there for everybody. So
I don't think people really realize that there is enough.
It's literally enough
for everybody.
Everybody want everything. They want the world to themselves.
Yeah,
Like, you
exactly.
can't get a part of what I'm going after, which we can all eat off of.
Yeah, man, I tell people all the time, I'm like, hell, just the United States alone, we got a $16 trillion economy. So I'm like, if you add the world into that, I'm sure it shoots up into probably close to 100 trillion or 200 trillion or whatever.
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's enough. And like with music or just being a creative, right? Because you are a creative, and a visionary. Getting people to realize and see concepts and things that they never thought that they could see something in perspective. That in itself is invaluable because you have the fortitude and the foresight to do that.
I think people should just go after what makes them happy. Stop trying to be, the mindset of just being rich. Like,
Yeah.
You can be rich and unhappy. Being rich, you ain't gotta be a saint to be rich. You know, like just go after what makes you happy. The money gonna come regardless, as long as you know what you're doing or wanting to learn more along the way.
Yeah, I stay so true to that or whatever. Because I used to think, you had to make your money or whatever. Excuse me, but then I realized fame or whatever will not make you rich, but being rich can't make you famous. And I'm like, if you go and look at everybody's success story, they're chasing their happiness. They go through the struggles or whatever, but they stick and stay consistent. And I think that's a problem with people too, being consistent. Consistency is like, a good portion of it. Because like you said, the learning and all that, whatever, and that's naturally gonna happen or whatever. And as long as you want to be a person who wants to always evolve and grow, and I'm like, hell, I never thought I'd be doing this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see myself doing it. Just 3 years now, I've been doing this consistently. And I got people hitting me up. But I never saw myself doing this. I didn't have the vision for this. But then once I jumped into it, I was like, you know what? I like this.
It goes back to lack of understanding. Like, a lot of folks don't understand that you can obtain more if you just put your mind to it. Like, you ain't gotta just settle for what we was told that we just had to do or whatever. Like, you can have more. Like, the possibility of having more should be the focus. You just need to go after, like, you just got to figure out how to turn that possibility into a reality.
And that's where it lies, the difference between meeting your goal and not meeting your goal is that possibility of realizing what you got to do to get there.
People hate the path, but they look at the end, but
exactly, they don't like the path.
They don't like the path. The path stress gonna always be there. Like, that's something you can't even necessarily control because you all gonna go through something that you never went through. So,
with new experiences where you got the good stress and the bad stress. There's been stress where I've had good stress, where I've had so much demand, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to satisfy it all, which is stressful, but it's a good stress. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of work better than no work.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, you're getting something out of it. You just gotta find ways to keep yourself inspired. Like, don't even let the work side get the best of you. Like, you doing it for like a bigger picture.
Yeah, and I think if you're doing it for love or whatever, it doesn't even really feel like work. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say.
It's a hobby at this point. You just happen to make money from it.
Yeah, it's a working hobby for you. Excuse me. So for what you got lined up for us as far as like what can we expect to hear?
Whew, I got too much going on. That's why I really do a lot of promotion. But I got my artist is Masters of Time. They did a performance.
Yeah, which was a dope performance, by the way, at Tipsy Art joint. So shout out to TR for that.
GQ Smooth, Don Julio, and Rashad Q. So super group, Masters of Time. Consists of they're versatile.
Yeah.
Their main genre, I want to say right now, is like the old school type of hip hop. But they can do it all too. I'm pushing their tape dropping May 10th. It's called Our Time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Behind that, got lo-fi tapes coming soon. I'm just making random lo-fi.
Tell us about the lo-fi tapes.
I'm doing that because one, that makes me happy. I like those type of beats. It puts me in like the best mood ever. On top of that, I want to use that to just to really put out for people to listen to. You know, they go to Starbucks or whatever, go to the park, have their earbuds. They can go on Spotify, YouTube, just listen to something on a chill for level.
So describe to the people what's a lo-fi track.
They consider it chill hop, so it got that hip hop vibe to it, but it's chill. Like
It ain't turning you up and all that.
It ain't necessarily something you can route to it, but the purpose is just to put you in a
Like you want to study, you want to
thinking
chill,
mood,
yeah.
like like some background music type of thing.
Okay, so what made you want to get into that?
I listen to it all the time when I need to think of something. It puts me in the mood, so I figured, eventually down the line, when I do become successful or whatnot, folk gonna ask, what
Well, first of all, you are successful, so because you're doing what you love. So this is just me or whatever. My whole thing about success. Success isn't like monetary. It's not people seeing you get to a certain fame or threshold. It is doing what you love to do, and you get paid for what you love to do.
Yeah.
So with that, you are successful. So don't think that you're not. But go ahead.
But folk will ask, what helped you get to where you at? I can tell them, I listen to lo-fi beats. It puts me in the mood. It's something about that sound that just kind of got me locked. Like I put the world to the side and just focus on what it is that I got going on in my brain that I want to put into existence.
Okay.
So it helps unlock that, I want to say.
That's what I'm talking about. So what really made you want to do your own label and be that executive and make those decisions then? Because it would be comfortable for you to just be the producer and the engineer, right? But now you're in the realm of now you got to think about all these other different components and to also be responsible for other artists' careers, because that's a huge responsibility.
I look at everything as like building character. Like, if I was to work at a job or whatever the case may be, I go look for like a characteristic that I can get out of it that's beneficial towards the path that I'm trying to take.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff deal with, I'm dealing with patience. I'm dealing with, it's disciplining me not to lose my edge or whatever. It's keeping me focused. I see, if I put a stop to it, then the money or whatever that I got going on also stops. So the consistency comes from behind it. Then on top of that, I can utilize what I want to do, what I love to do to make more, with the possibility of making more from that than, from a job or whatever. So,
Yeah, I think a job pigeonholes everybody. Now I'm not for I'm not discounting people who work 9 to 5s and all of that, so don't get that twisted because a lot of people might misconstrue that. But I think if you have the desire within yourself, and I say this all the time, in person, on the show, or whatever, if you have that desire to be an entrepreneur, man, go out there and chase that because you only got one life to live, and as long as you stay consistent, like you said, and always want to grow, then it's going to work for you. Don't let other people discourage you, whatever, because we get into situations where we're building something, and people come and discourage. With that being said, when you decided to do this, what was the reception? Because you come from a big family. What was the perception, or how did they receive this information? Are you the first one to really go out there and be an entrepreneur?
I got a lot of musically inclined people in my family. My granddad, rest his soul, he was in a band. He did music. Mark Lockett, who was he did music with Otis Redding the third.
Yeah, so the talent and the genetics is there. So when you was I guess they were so supportive of them because they had already, this is like a family thing. So that was great. How did your peers and stuff react? As far as you jumping out there because to most people, I think entrepreneurship, they look at it as being scary, right? Because it's unknown. But I have to look at it, I'm like, that's why it's so fascinating because it's
Everybody,
unknown. I look at it like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to cut you
yeah.
off. I look at it as like the upswing for the possibility. I don't look at it for, oh, well, all this stuff can happen or whatever. I'm looking for the positive. I ain't looking at the glass, half empty. I'm looking at it it's halfway full.
It's the possibility. Like the possibility comes with whatever comes with it. But it's you gotta look at the end game. You can't focus on the path. Like the path is there the build character. How I look at it, like the lessons and stuff, the failures or whatever. All that's it's the build character. It ain't meant to say that you failed at something. Like if you hit a bump somewhere and you just got to figure out how to get over it. Really, like it's that possibility. Like just knowing that it's a possibility to get over it. Just focus on that. Don't worry about how long it's gonna take. Like the opposite of fear is faith. Your faith will make time go by fast, and it'll become easier along the way. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, so what you got in store for what's your goals for the rest of the year and for next year?
Just plan on dropping 3 tapes. Just want to help my people out that's in the label put out their music. Down the line, I got to do something. I want to say that's more beneficial towards the community. Like I want to focus more on the community.
Okay.
I want to use what I love, of course, to help incorporate that. But besides like the music and stuff, I want to do like donations, help raise money towards a bigger cause. Other than just a personal want.
Exactly.
I just feel like it's bigger than all of us, but at the same time, still can see that I can incorporate what I love to do towards the bigger picture. So that possibility is making me want to, whatever happens in the process, like let it happen.
Yeah.
Just stay focused at all times. That's all I can really say.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love how you focus, but you also fluid. And you're open to, the path or whatever. So those qualities right there, you're going to get what you want.
It just eliminating fear. Like,
yeah,
the world gonna be whatever it is. You can't just be scared to go out there and try stuff. Like everybody want to be these business people, celebrities, but they don't understand their backstory. They had to be put to the test on a whole lot of things. Something told them, bump it. I'm gonna go after. What do I got to lose? That's how they look at it. So.
Exactly. What do you have to lose? All right. So for everybody out there who wants to be able to, look up the catalog or get in contact with you, maybe pay for your mind and your time because they're upcoming, producers and need some techniques or whatever. Or if somebody needs to record with you, what's the best way that people can follow you and get at you?
Facebook. Facebook.com/Lil Nate NB. You can follow my label page on Unaverage, UNAVERICH. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I kind of barely be on Snapchat, but I do it every now and then. Snapchat, LinkedIn for whoever still gets on that.
Yeah, people still get on shit. I get requests all the time, so somebody on it.
I'm on YouTube too, Lil Nate NB.
Okay.
That's where I upload my beats. We got a website that's in development right now.
Okay.
So we got all that on the way. Just stay tuned. That's all I can really.
All right. Well, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate your time. We could definitely do this again. As progress is made. Just let me know anything you want to put out there. Tag the page, and I'll reshare it, and keep pushing. Like I already do. But I like to give my guests the last words. So if you got a mantra or anything that you really live by, you like to say, you like to give to the people, go ahead and let them know.
Know the world that you living in. Stop getting surprised about what the world keeps showing you over and over and over. know what helps you out. Stop allowing what doesn't benefit you to keep distracting you from getting towards your purpose. Just stay focused. Whatever you want to do, the information out there. What you have to pay for, and some of it's free. You gotta stay focused on how to put two and two together. Stop being lazy. I get called, my name Nate, and I get called procrastinate sometimes. Sometimes I get distracted too, but I'm on a mission. So I'm on a mission.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Words from Middle Georgia's own super producer, Lil Nate NB.